So friends, it's not an exaggerated statement that some souls are born to repay. Now when I say repay, it is equally applicable in the monetary terms, in terms of the emotional values, ancestral dues. So now comes the question that what all are the combination which can overpower the expenditures in the chart. Again guys, even if you are making less money, but the money which you make, that completely belongs to you, then we could say that you are fortunate, you are lucky, rather than you are making 15 grand a month but half of the money goes in alimony, in the tax settlement, or paying to the doctor, hospital bills, paying to the lawyers. So I mean to say, what could be the combination? So guys, that's very simple. Generally we say that if you have your ascendant lord weak in the chart, that's the first criteria. Jupiter and Venus are weak in the chart, so that means there could be a misguided financial wisdom. Over and above that, it's the sixth house which in itself controls the debts, credit and the loans. What I have seen in my research is that if you will find sixth lord to be placed in the second house, sixth lord to be placed in the 11th house, then that means your income will always be obstructed. And along with that, if you have to know the ancestral or the karmic pattern at play in these kind of life situation, you will see the combination of the Saturn Ketu or Saturn Rahu, like Saturn Rahu being placed in the sixth house, and let's say for example Saturn becomes your ascendant lord as well, or Saturn Ketu are placed in the second house. This could be Saturn Ketu or Saturn Rahu being placed in the 11th house. Then we can say this thing that in this chart there is a heavy karmic debt, which could be financial, this could be ancestral dues which needs to be paid by the native.